Pujaniya Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki jai. So I'm feeling a little stupid because this morning I thought I was supposed to glorify His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj. But this morning was for Prabhupada. So I thought, what is Chandramali Maharaj talking about? We're supposed to be talking about Bhakti Charu Maharaj. So I spoke whatever association or realization I had, my paltry realization of such a great Vaishnava. But Shastra is full of the glorification of such personalities. They tell us, Tulayam alavenapi nasvargam na bhavar bhagavat sangi sangasya artanam kimuta ashisha. What are we doing when we gather together and hear the glories of such exalted Vaishnavas? We're associating with them by sound, by remembering. Why do we feel so happy? Why do we feel encouraged in our own spiritual practice? By hearing such glorification? Because we're associating with them. And Shastra says, Tulayam alavenapi, nothing equals this type of association, the association with devotees. Bhagavat Sangi Sangyasa, to associate with the Bhagavats. There's two kinds of Bhagavats. There is book Bhagavat, Shrimad Bhagavatam, and there's person Bhagavat, walking Bhagavat. So by associating with them, we become Krishna conscious. By hearing, everything is based on hearing. We understand God and we understand devotees through the ear, not through the eye. We understand through the ear. One can, and the world is full of people that appear to be very Krishna conscious. They may have a big long beard, jata, big tilak, kantimala, but you listen to what comes out of their mouth and you find out that they're nothing but dyed-in-the-wool Mayavadis. There's one man on YouTube who many unfortunate ISKCON devotees go to hear from this man. I won't even speak his name, but he has big yellow tilak, big beard, and he speaks very sweet Harikatha. But then he speaks Mayavad. He's a dyed-in-the-wool rascal Mayavadi. And anyone wants to know for sure, give me your email address, I'll send you proof. How he speaks pure Mayavad philosophy. So how do we know who is a sadhu? By what they say, what we hear, what sound vibration comes to our ear. So all of us are vastly fortunate to bathe in the nectar of the sound vibration of the pastimes, qualities, and activities of great devotees. Srila Narottam Das Thakur made one beautiful song. Ganga Gangera Pasane Oile Paschate Pavan Darshane Pavitra Koro. Hey, but what is it? My mind has become also old. I can't remember anything. But Narottam Das Thakur is saying that we can become purified by bathing in Ganga. No doubt, Ganga is coming directly. Lotus feet of the Lord is described to be liquid Radha Krishna Prem, Ganga Mata. We pray to Ganga. We seek her blessing. We bathe in Ganga. But more effective, more efficacious is to bathe in the sound vibration and association of pure devotees. Darshane Pavitra Etomara Gun. This is your quality. By associating with pure devotees, we also become pure devotees. Because it's a transference of the quality of one heart to another. To transplant the bhakti that lives in the heart of a pure devotee into our heart. And the transplant method is to the ear, to hear the glories of pure devotees. So this is also stated elsewhere in Bhagavatam. Lord said, Aham bhakta paradino nasvatanta ivantaja sadhu vyagrasta hridayam bhakta jana priyaha. He said, I have no independence. He told this to Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni, as we remember, was cursed because he offended a great Vaishnava, Ambarish Maharaj. And he traveled all the way to Vaikuntha, threw himself at the feet of Lord Vishnu. Please, call off your Sudarshan Chakra. Lord Vishnu told him, I cannot, because you've offended my devotee. Then he spoke these verses in glorification of the Vaishnava. He said, Aham Bhakta Para Nasa Tanta Eva Dvaja. Oh my dear Dvija, my dear Brahmin, that I am controlled by my devotee. Consider the situation. That the supreme, infinite, absolute controller and source of everything to be, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. He says, everything comes from me. Maya Dakshena Prakriti, I control everything. He's controlled by the infinitesima Keshagra Satabhagasa Shatada Kalpitasya Cha. He's controlled by the infinitesimal 1/10,000 size, 2 angstrom size of the Jivatma. By love. That is the power of bhakti. So it says, I have no independence. I'm controlled by my devotee. There's many examples. He's Devaki Nandan, Yashoda Nandan, Nanda Nandan. He's controlled. Parthasarathi. He's controlled by his devotees. That is the nature of bhakti. This is why bhakti is the topmost achievement in life, not karma, not jnana, not yoga, but bhakti. So he said in the second verse, Sadhanam hridayam taham, sadhanam hridayam taham, manandyate jananti naham tebyo managapi. Sorry, I'm born with this American mouth. It gives me trouble all the time to try and say something. But he said, sadhus are in my heart. And I am in the heart of the sadhus. The sadhus, the devotees, don't know anything but me, and I don't know anything but the devotees. So how do we become dear to the Lord? What is the process? The process is to hear, to allow the sound vibration of their katha, of their kirtan, of their bhajan, to examine the quality of their bhakti, and to be inspired by that, to emulate it, to follow in the footsteps. It's not easy to understand what is bhakti, what is dharma. So Mahabharata tells us, Mahajano yen dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam Mahajano yena kajasya panta. You want to know what is dharma? You want to know how to be a devotee, what it means to be a devotee? How to practice bhakti? What is the definition of bhakti practically? What we say in English, where the rubber meets the road. Be in the association of pure devotees. Because it's not easy. It's guhayam. It's not easy to understand. But if we follow in the footsteps of great devotees, if we do what they did, we'll also receive the same benefit. Look at a picture of our parampara. Jagannath Das Babaji is doing what? He's chanting in Japamala. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what's he doing? He's chanting on Mala. Gorkashar Das Babaji is absorbed, completely absorbed in Smaranam. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he's chanting on Mala. Prabhupada's chanting on Mala. Pujaniya Bhakti Charu Maharaj, chanting on Mala. We're chanting on Mala. The result they receive, we can also expect to receive. Because we have the same process. We're not creating, imagining something as a product of some fertile brain, Srila Prabhupada used to say. If we simply follow and don't change anything. Srila Prabhupada begged us over and over again, don't change anything. Or as we say in America, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Prabhupada gave us perfect process. And here is the result of a person who's following that perfect process. Who is a guru? Guru means perfect disciple. And disciple means follower, discipline. Sishya means shasdhatu. Sishya, shasana, shastra. Means to be controlled, to be regulated, to be following a discipline. So a bona fide guru first is bona fide disciple. And here we see the result in this community. I'm astonished by your community. If every ISKCON community was as good as yours, we would conquer the world. If every ISKCON community in the world observed their guru's Vyas Puja, there would be unity in ISKCON. This is the way to observe Vyas Puja. without excluding our relationship with Srila Prabhupada. 3.5 days, Prabhupada Katha, and half a day glorifying. How shall we see our ISKCON gurus? In relationship with Prabhupada, not separate, never separate. And that will bring unity to the society. Otherwise, there is great danger that ISKCON can break into different guru factions. We have a founder Acharya, not just founder, that he created ISKCON out of nothing. Consider what Prabhupada did. Out of some boys and girls. Prabhuji said he was 17, I was 20 when I joined ISKCON. And what did we know? The American devotees that came to serve Srila Prabhupada, what did we know? All of you grew up understanding what is Gita, what is Murti, what is Mantra, what is Bhajan, what is Bhagavatam, what is Mandir. It's second nature to you. By your birth, by your punya, by your sukriti, you understand all of that. What did we know when we came? We didn't know anything. When I first came, my godbrother Kalakanta Prabhu was being initiated. And they put this Havan Samagri in my hand, ghee, jo, til. And I came for the vegetarian feast. I looked at it and said, is this what vegetarian food is? He said, no, you're supposed to throw it in the fire and say swaha. Okay, swaha. What did I know? Nothing. What did any of Prabhupada's Western disciples know when we first came to the temple? And with those devotees, uneducated, uncultured, unfamiliar with Vedic culture, we conquered the world exclusively by the power of Srila Prabhupada's blessing. We have a godbrother. His name is Shivananda Prabhu. Shivananda Prabhu is a very wonderful, very pure-hearted Vaishnava. He's not a big kirtaniya. He's not a big preacher. He's a humble Vaishnava. When he had been in the movement 3 months, Srila Prabhupada asked for volunteers to go to Europe and open a temple. Shivananda Prabhu raised and said, I'll go. What did he know? How much understanding did he have even of the essential principles of bhakti? But what was his power? He agreed to serve the interest of his guru, to follow the instructions of his guru, and he opened the first temple in Europe, in Hamburg, Germany. Before Mukunda and Shamsundar and Gurudas opened temples in London. He was the very first ISKCON devotee to open a temple in Europe. How? Because he accepted the order of his spiritual master. And this is how ISKCON grew. What did any of his Western disciples understand? What was our qualification? Our singular qualification was that we agreed to follow the instructions as we heard it from Srila Prabhupada. And this is the foundation of ISKCON. This is what makes ISKCON great, the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. And this is what makes your guru great. This is how this project was manifest, by the power of following the instructions of the Acharya. He's not just the founder of ISKCON. Okay, I founded it, bye, have fun. He's the Acharya. And if we don't follow the Acharya, there is no future for ISKCON. And if we follow him to the letter, ISKCON will grow and expand unlimitedly, because Prabhupada is the founder Acharya, and he is the power behind, the spiritual power behind this movement. So there's other devotees want to speak. I said my piece. Thank you very much for your attention. Pujaniya Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaja ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Prabhupada Memorial Festival ki. Ujjain devotees ki. Itai Gaur Premanande.
His Grace Sarva Drik Prabhu ki.